Part 2. Come on, join us. Please like and subscribe, then relax and enjoy. There at Frank and Mary Krause's rented farmstead house, north side of Eagle Ford Road, between Harris and King, Rural Mail Route 6, Box 179, Justice Precinct 7, West Dallas, Texas. That's where the Parkers now would be. Frank and Mary had themselves moved here from Rowena just about 5 years before. That sleepy little farming town with the cotton gin had turned into a boom town with too much bustle, and they'd grown sick of all the hustle. So they'd come and rented the spare house on a 2-house farmstead, 3 west of Harris on the Eagle Ford Road. In the other house, 2 west of Harris, lived Reunion community elder Emmanuel Santier's daughter Maud. Along with Frank and Mary had come 3 sons and 2 daughters. Of their 6 children, all told, only Emma with her husband Charles had stayed behind. Now Emma with her children rejoined the Krause family fold. The area was unincorporated, being outside of Dallas city limits, was pretty basic, unregulated, and wild. No electricity, sewers, or town water supply, making do with wells, outhouses, and oil lamps. The locals here lived very rural farmhouse style. The Texas Portland Cement Company's Cement City Housing had given the nearby landowners a bright idea: to build cheap houses on their land to rent, with no controls or permits enforced or required. Why not cash in on workers' housing needs right here? Then Texas Cement decided to build their workers' kids a school down the hill across the railway tracks on the Eagle Ford Road, self-contained with its own electrical generator, water tank way up high for indoor plumbing pressure supply, and outhouse bank with proper septic pit right by. They called it Cement City School, let all the local area kids enroll too, for a modest fee. First enrolled all the grades of elementary and middle school, then got accredited to also teach the high school grades, so proudly restyled the school as Cement City High. Right beside the school soon blossomed a crop of rental houses, from Harry Ave round an access way they called Iola Crescent. Across the road a house camp sprang up called King's Row, right beside the Krauses and Nobles' original farmstead plot. They all used the farmstead's mailbox number 179. So it was there the Krause family had settled. The rent for a house was cheap, around $10 a month, what with having to live next to that noisy Vilbig gravel pit. Emma's oldest sister Lily stayed with Mary and Frank, while brothers Wiley and John rented houses on King's Row. Emma's mother Mary told her to come to with them stay. Mary was an orphan, couldn't read or write, had little school, had met and married her lone German immigrant husband Frank. Alone in the world, they'd always kept their children close, so was quick to offer Emma her house, their resources too poor. Living in a spacious wooden, narrow weatherboard-clad house, a large garden, egg-laying hens, pigs, and a milking cow, Mary had thought Emma's stay would be only temporary, expecting her beautiful young daughter to soon remarry and move out, hopefully into one of the many houses close by. But to remarry Emma was not keen. With little rights for women, her new freedom she did cherish. Abusive and harsh husbands did everywhere abound, not wanting to risk giving herself and her 3 children into the hands and whims of a man potentially mean or unsound. Instead, various unskilled laboring jobs she did nail, all paying the socially mandated low woman's pay scale, for women's jobs were considered extra and paid pin money. Struggling for his children and herself to provide, there was little money left over for Emma to set aside. End of Part 2. Come on, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. The next part is coming soon.